Hello, 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 everybody! Semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. I am bringing you episode 3 of Kartal's mini war room hack, ROM, whatever you want to call it, which includes 8 brand new war room missions and 1 final front Navy battle. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Today, we have a lesson in hate, which is beyond the truth for this one because I had to redo this a whole bunch of times because of file corruption. Woo! Fantastic. So we have to pick Andy for this one, so let's go. Getting right into it here. So Andy oversleeps and is alerted that Nell is being besieged by Flock. Max speed is 9 days. Oof. Black Hole is on the offensive, so be prepared. So this one is tricky. There are 2 bases in the center, and Flock's got a whole bunch of units, right? So you have to kind of figure out what you can do to make sure that he does not get those bases. Now it's especially tricky because you can see there, it's rockets. Rockets are always difficult to play around, especially these ones because they are on the complete opposite side of that lake right there, so it's a little bit difficult to actually get to it. But what I decide to do is I send everything north. Everything north. Because that base down there in the south, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it anyways. Like, I tried it a couple different ways due to file corruption, right? And I figured that this was like the best way to do it. So Nell is also your ally in this battle, so this is a 2 versus 1. However, Nell doesn't really have too much going for her right away. Now she does have a couple infantry, a mech, and artillery, and a medium tank. So I decide not to even to attack anything on the first turn. And you know, Flock, he's just down there being sexist, trying to say he's going to show a woman her place. I don't know. I feel like Nell is a much better CO than old Flock there. Although I was just informed by Kartal that the Flock is different in this one than he is in the normal Advanced Wars, so let's have some differences. Alright, so I take a shot at the tank, take a shot at the mech right there, move my APC in the middle, and now I am going to take out this tank. Now the reason why I attacked with the mech first is because I didn't want to take any battle damage with my tank, because that guy's going to play a role later on, right? So, don't want to lose that. Because the tough thing about this is Flock, where that APC is sitting right now, there's also a base on top, or underneath that. So you have to get rid of that base somehow, or just win. Alright, so if you guys want to go ahead and read this here, this is actually important. I mean, you could read it, could not. Doesn't matter to me either way. But what it's telling you is how the war room is scored. So it's basically saying that the very last person to end their turn or get the win condition is the army that is rated, right? So if you have like Blue Moon and Orange Star both fighting, then whoever ends the battle is the one that's going to get rated. So if Nell ends it, she's the one that's going to get your rating. If Andy ends it, he's the one that's going to get the rating. So if you want the really good rating, then you have to win with the team that you were doing the best with, essentially. That's all it's really talking about. Alright, day 2, Flock, what you got? What you got, Flock? Flock is going up and taking some shots, but all he manages to do is take out a couple infantry. My tanks are okay. And, well, I guess my tank is okay. And, you know, I'm getting a little ahead of myself trying to do stuff with Blue Moon right there when I don't even have control of the Blue Moon army yet. So Andy's got to go first. And he is definitely going. Taking shots at infantry. I can't reach the rocket just yet. I do check the range just to make sure I'm going to be out of range. I am going to take out the APC for now. So right there I was debating whether I was going to go attack that rocket or not. Attacking the rocket means I would have lost the anti-air unit for sure. However, it's possible it might have been worth it, but probably not. Alright, so I dropped my infantry just right outside of range. I'm going to try to get that base. Now it's Nell's turn. Things are looking, you know, a little grim here, but it's not bad. So, luck damage coming into play there. So this is a pretty good counterattack by me right here. So I managed to use the few units that I had to pretty much stop that tank push that was going on. And, you know, just build a unit, carry on. So now the superpower is coming up. And we're going to see what happens with this barbaric blow. Barbaric blow. So yeah, he comes in and does some damage, but nothing really too significant to know. Fortunately. So that is not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so now I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to go for this rocket. And eventually I decide that, yeah, okay, I got to go for the rocket. Got to take it out. It's important. It's got to go. And I see this possibility of base blocking that base right there too. So once I finally determined that that was possible, well, I went ahead and did it. So I don't drop my mech yet, mostly just because of reasons that I don't really understand. But I didn't drop it. You know, I wanted to keep them safe. It's definitely gotta keep safe. Safety is key. Alrighty, so can't quite capture that base yet. He's got too many units there. So I am going to come back for that base later. No, I just used the remainder of my units just to clean up his forces right there. So now he's got nothing there, which is great because I can finally start to mosey them on towards the HQ, hopefully. Day 4 rolls around. You know, he's getting a couple repairs here and there. He's got tanks moving in. So I forced the artillery unit to actually move down there. So now I would be able to capture that base. But I decided to take a shot instead for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I figured it was more worth it. But I take a shot either way. You know, it is what it is. So I don't know what comes next. Do I move down, take the shot? Okay, no. So I move it one square ahead, the little tank, and then I move the anti-air to block the base from that point. So that's not bad. So I'm planning on taking out that rocket so that Nell's forces can push towards the HQ unhindered by the rocket. Which is, you know, I think it was a smart idea. I mean, the last thing you want is a rocket shooting at you when you're trying to push forward, right? At least I don't want that. I don't know if you guys want that. I don't think anybody wants a rocket shooting at them, like, ever. Just not a good thing. Alright, so I built an artillery unit as Nell, and then I pass it off to Flock, who now has 18,000 funds, which is kind of spooky, but he only builds infantry, so that's good. That is definitely good. Alright, so take out the rocket. And this artillery is pretty much like, I don't think it would be able to get to the HQ in time to do anything like major, so I'm just going to use it to assist with the infantry kill down there. Alright, and the mech is going to capture the base. It's going to take 3 days, unfortunately, because it's at 7 HP, but you know, it's better than not capturing it, right? Also, if you guys are watching from somewhere where it's morning, hopefully you have a coffee, because I have a coffee. It's actually 8:20 in the morning right now where I am. Okay, so the mech is in position to attack, but it doesn't need to attack because I already took out the... What is that guy? Is that an artillery? I think it was an artillery. So the artillery, yeah. And see, there's not really much point going for that base down there too, because by the time you capture it and you build anything, it's going to be too late to reinforce by the HQ. So the trick is now, I just have to figure out how to take out the medium tank and everything else around the HQ with what I have. Now the only thing that would be spooky right now is if the AI built like a Neo tank or something out of that base. Because there would be no chance I'd be able to take out a medium or a Neo tank. Possibly take care of another medium tank. Not something I necessarily want to deal with, but it is possible. But I don't want to have to deal with that. Okay. So we are out of range. Or are we out of range? Yeah, so if I moved it up, it wouldn't be out of range. Nell is just cleaning. Nell is basically the cleanup squad in this one. Okay, so medium tank's moving down. I'm putting APC right there to hopefully get that medium tank to attack it. That's what I'm hoping. Cross fingers it works, because I'm not sure. Sometimes the AI wants to attack, you know, APCs. Sometimes they just don't. Alright, cool. So day 8. So I think, what was the day requirement for this? 9? Never give up, says Andy. So Andy uses hyper upgrade. Blah, blah, blah. So all my units are basically full health now, which is pretty nice. It is a nice change for once. Do I get this cap? Yeah, okay. So now I can start to reinforce the front lines. So if by chance I'm unable to take out that medium tank, which actually just base blocked its own base, by the way. Woo! Well, then I might be able to build, like, you know, a Neo tank and reinforce it a little bit. So that would be cool. Would be cool. We'll see. So he's only got that medium tank left too, so I think right now my plan is pretty much to rout him. But the trick is I'm pretty sure I have to rout him as Andy. I can't rout him as Nell, because Nell lost too many units. I think Andy lost a bunch of units too, but not as much as Nell in the grand scheme of things. Alright, so I'm not going to get my super as Nell, so I use Lucky Star. I think I'm going to go in with a medium tank attack, if he can reach. I think he can reach? Yeah, okay, he can reach, good. So 30% turns into 50%. So, not the best, but not the worst, I guess. Now the only problem with that is now that the medium tank is going to heal up to 7, right? Next turn. So that's going to be annoying to deal with, because obviously I'm not going to be able to take out a 7 HP medium tank with just what I have around there. So at this point it's just going to be base blocking them until I can get something that can destroy them. But I can buy a Neo tank next turn, right? So I can send that there to hopefully get the killing blow. But I am going to just continuously injure him. And then are we going to see some Neo tank play? Yep, there's my Neo tank. He's coming. He's coming for you. Andy riding a souped out, hyper upgraded Neo tank straight into the battle. Mr. Wahoo himself. Alright, so I could have ended the game right here on day 9, but the problem is I don't want to finish this now, right? So unfortunately I have to go past the day 9 limit and go to day 10, which I think is just for the rating. So I'm going to be a little bit slow on this rating, but I will be able to finish it on day 10, hopefully with a good score. So, you know, Flack as usual is going brr, I'm mad, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so 297 point S rank, just a little bit shy on the speed, and that's pretty much it. Is there anything I could have done differently to achieve it in 9 days? Yes, obviously. There's probably something I could have done differently, but couldn't figure it out. So, unfortunately, that's all you get. But this mission was actually super neat. You had to kind of really piece together what you had to do for this one, a little bit very puzzle-like. So really enjoyed this map. It was a really cool idea. I always like the idea of one army having to come save the other one while they sort of defend against overwhelming odds. So yeah, very much like that. Huge fan of that kind of stuff. Alright, so shout out to Kartal. Thank you once again for the ROM hack. It has been fantastic playing it. I'm going to put a link in the description where you can download the ROM hack, where you can check out Kartal's channel, and where you can actually go to play Advance Wars competitively with other players at Advance Wars by Web. So check the links in the descriptions below. And, you know, if you like it, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. That would be very appreciative to me. Anyways, have a great day, everybody. This has been Semi-Original Guy. You'll have a good one. So, thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been Semi-Original Guy, aka Mr. Cannon, wishing you all the best day. Take care of yourselves. Keep hydrated. Bye-bye for now.